Hey everybody, this is Andy Stickel. Hope you're having a great day. On this episode of the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast, I'm going to tell you why Yelp, good old Yelp, I'm going to tell you why Yelp terminated our relationship with their company. Stick around.
You're not just a lawyer, you're a defender of the defenseless. You possess a license that allows you to fight for those who can't fight for themselves. But while you're fighting for others, who's watching out for you? For far too long, lawyers have been fed line after line by big marketing companies, promising the world and delivering nothing. And even worse, think of all the people you were unable to help just because they didn't know you existed. That ends today. It's time to take the power back. This podcast will teach you how law firm marketing really works, how to not only get more clients, but how to get your dream clients, how to save time, how to save money, how to save energy by only focusing on tactics that work so you can grow your firm and help more people, and how to never get screwed by a marketing company ever again. My name is Andy Stickel, and I've helped thousands of lawyers, and I can help you too. This is the Law Firm Marketing Hacks podcast.
Okay, so a few years ago, back in 2017, my company used to have a partnership with Yelp, and we had it on an agency level, basically. So we're a we still are a marketing agency, and what ended up happening is Yelp approached us, and they saw that we had a lot of lawyers, and they also saw that I was starting to create a lot of content. So they kind of created a partnership with them, or they offered us a partnership where basically we could essentially resell their packages or their services at a discounted price. So I don't remember all the details. I don't remember everything that was involved. But basically what ended up happening was it was presented at a price that allowed us to upsell it and then make a profit on it. I believe that's how it worked. Now, I have not been a fan of Yelp for a very long time. And the reason why is, and this is my opinion, but I am not, I see some things that I feel are very shady that happen surrounding Yelp accounts. And a lot of people, a lot of lawyers I know have experienced the same thing. I've seen many times when lawyers get 5-star reviews and only to have them filtered. I've also seen, Yelp says that they do not manipulate reviews. They do not manipulate, what's filtered, what isn't filtered. And I've seen some things that are just very suspect. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not accusing anything. I'm just saying, when there's smoke, there's fire. And I've seen some things that are very, very strange that are dealing with some of our clients. So when we entered into a partnership with them, I did so a little reluctantly, but I was kind of interested in what was going to happen. And I do think that Yelp is very important just because of the fact that, when you search for somebody's reviews, when you search for anybody's reviews on Yelp, or actually in Google, Yelp is typically the first thing that comes up. So it is important that you take care of your Yelp profile. Now, I've gotten in many arguments with Yelp reps over the years who try to tell me that people go specifically to Yelp and then search for, Philadelphia personal injury lawyer, Baltimore car accident attorney, or, Gainesville DUI lawyer, or whatever it is. And they've always said that happens. And I say, okay, can I please see the data that shows the numbers that you guys have on those searches, and just so I can see. I mean, because it's any website that's running basic Google Analytics can pull a report like this. So Yelp, which is a very sophisticated custom website, it absolutely has this data. And the problem is they can never give me this data. And I believe, it's my opinion, that they don't want to give me this data because what the sales reps are telling me is simply not true. People are not going to Yelp and searching personal injury attorney, Baltimore, or whatever the search term is, at least at the frequency that they are trying to tell me that they are. Because I believe that if they had this data and if it supported what they were trying to tell me, then they absolutely would just hand over the data. So that's neither here nor there. But basically, the reason that Yelp terminated our agreement is because we kind of told people the correct way to ask people for reviews on Yelp. And the funny part is that Yelp does not want you to ask people for reviews. They want all reviews to occur naturally. But the problem, and they have a really, I don't want to say sophisticated, it's more just kind of a very I don't even know what the word is. It's just they have a system in place that tries to determine what is a legitimate review and what is a fake review or a non-relevant review or a solicited review. So what I always tell clients, and what I still tell clients to this day, is when you're trying to get reviews on Yelp, it's not the same process as getting Google reviews, where you can just send everybody and their brother there and have them leave a review. With Yelp, if you have clients that have Yelp accounts and are active Yelp reviewers, those are the best ones to send to your Yelp page. But I also warn people that you should not send more than one person a month, especially if you have kind of a smaller Yelp account. If you have a bigger Yelp account, maybe you can get away with a little bit more. But I always tell people, one person per month, and make sure that they're really somebody that's going to leave a review on Yelp. Because what ends up happening is they have this filter in place where if they think that you're soliciting reviews, that you're asking people to leave you reviews on Yelp, then what they do is they just start filtering your reviews. So if you've had a Yelp profile for 5 years and you've never had a review on it, and then within a week you get 10 reviews, there's a pretty good chance that you're asking people for reviews, and Yelp says they don't want you to do that. So that exact thing actually happened to us one time with a client. We have a client in Orange County, California, and we said, hey, listen, why don't you go get some Yelp reviews? And this is a client that usually we would have a big conversation with them and nothing would ever come out of the conversation. So I was actually a little surprised when they went and they got 12 reviews within, about a week period. And the problem is that they got all these reviews and every single one of them got filtered because I made the mistake of not telling them, do not do this all in one. This was kind of a project that I was thinking about over the course of the next year rather than the next week. And unfortunately, they listened to me, and that's a mistake that I won't make again. This happened back in like 2013, 2014, something like that. So what I always tell clients, and I tell everyone, I even put this I put this on my YouTube videos, that if you're going to ask people to go to Yelp first, if it's a client that has a Yelp account and they have a lot of friends on Yelp and they are frequently leaving reviews, those are the best people to get to leave reviews on Yelp, because those are the ones that are more likely to stick. But otherwise, only have one person per month, maybe one person every 2 months that you actually ask to go to Yelp to give you a review, because that will basically, and it's not guaranteed, but that will give you a better chance of having it not filtered. Having it not placed in the not recommended section that so many people have found their reviews in. So what happened was I started giving this information out, and Yelp did not like that I was giving this information out and I was going on telling lawyers this. And they said that somebody brought it to their attention. I doubt that. I'm sure they just saw one of my videos, or perhaps they just did a search for Yelp, saw my videos, and then just went that way. And poof, the partnership was terminated. But I really wasn't too upset about it. Nobody was really interested in signing up for the Yelp partnership through us anyway. And truthfully, the only reason that we signed up was so that we could get it at a discount for our clients. We were not planning on marking it up or anything like that. So that's something to do with, that's kind of Yelp. Now, one other piece of information and one tip that I usually give out whenever Yelp calls you, because Yelp will constantly call you. They have their reps calling you all the time, and they and they're going to say, they're going to say, hey, you should run some ads with us. I have a piece of a tip that somebody gave me one time, and I think this makes a lot of sense. Do not ever say no to Yelp. Now, I'm not saying that you should say yes, but if you don't want to advertise with them, just put it off. Don't say no. Don't ever give them a hard no. Keep giving them the impression that you're going to advertise with them at some point. Just kick the ball down the court, or whatever the saying is. And the reason why is because Yelp, I believe, has been sued many times over extorting small businesses and different things like that. And I don't think they've ever lost any of the lawsuits. But I don't trust them. I do not trust them to not go in there and manipulate rankings, and I've got manipulate reviews, and we've got some client stories that some things that have happened on Yelp accounts with reviews that are very, very, very coincidental, if they are coincidence. So what I always tell clients is, do not tell Yelp no. Tell them, oh, I'm waiting for a settlement, or I got to talk to my partner, or, we spent our advertising budget this month, we're going to do this next quarter, or whatever it is. Just kick the ball down the court. It's not worth the risk. When a company has this much power, when someone searches your name and then reviews, and they're the first thing that come up, that's not a good situation for you. So you do not want, and social proof is so important nowadays, that you do not want to piss these people off. So I always say, and this is my advice all the time, is never say no. Always, even if you don't want to advertise with them. And in full disclosure, I've had some clients that have advertised with them and have gotten good results, and I've had some clients that have advertised with them and gotten nothing. So, I'm not saying don't ever do it. It might be worth your while. But if you don't want to do it, it's not worth some sort of retaliation that they may or may not do. I'm not saying they will, but what I am saying is that it's not worth the risk. So I hope this helps you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. Please remember to subscribe. Are you having trouble getting your ideal clients for your law firm? Well, did you know that I recently released a nearly 200-page book filled with strategies to help you get more clients fast? In fact, the book is called How to Get More Law Firm Clients Without Losing Time and Money or Getting Screwed by a Marketing Company. Want a free copy? Go to freebookforlawyers.com to reserve your free copy today. Just cover a small shipping fee, and I'll send you a copy right away. It's packed with step-by-step, actionable strategies that will help you get more clients for your law firm. So, stand out from your competition and start getting more clients today. Go to freebookforlawyers.com and get your free book. They're going fast, so make sure to get yours while you still can.